you've gone on the record to say that actually the way it is at the moment, it's more dangerous for people to go and approach an illicit drug dealer, for instance, where they would actually be able to get an array of drugs instead of just legalizing it in South Africa. Won't you just explain to us the reasoning behind that?
Right. We know categorically that cannabis is in no way a gateway drug. It in no way drives someone to do cocaine or heroin or so on. But through prohibition, we inadvertently create a self-fulfilling prophecy whereby if a youngster does choose to purchase cannabis, or even an adult for that matter, they're now exposed to a situation where they've got heroin, cocaine, crack, and tick on the same shelf alongside cannabis at the local drug dealer.
Now, William, what would be the process going forward to see marijuana legalized in South Africa?
I think we're very fortunate that we're in the situation where we can learn a lot from existing countries. We're seeing the US go through current teething pains with legal recreational marijuana there. But I think the first place to start is to stop putting people in jail for it. We already know that we're losing billions a year just in arresting cannabis users. So we know already there that we can stop arresting the stoner next door and start focusing on the rapists and the hijackers in your driveway. So definitely let's stop arresting people and let's start looking at international solutions through local discussion to find what solution will work for South Africa.
Now, I'm not sure if you're able to answer this for us, but in your opinion, does Parliament seem like the type of institution that will take this bill seriously? Can we really look for realistic change from our Parliament?
I think we can. I think that marijuana legalization has become very popular for mainstream politicians, specifically if we look at nations that have a huge influence on our politics, such as the US and the UK. So we are seeing it become more popular politically, but we have heard encouraging statements from President Zuma and the Health Minister, Aaron Motsoaledi. So I think we are ripe for the situation, but I also think that this is something that we cannot put solely on government shoulders. It is going to take a lot of constructive engagement from the public as well to define the future of cannabis in South Africa.
To wrap up, what do you say to the concerned mother or father or loved one who says legalizing marijuana in South Africa is just going to do no good for my child?
I think that we all deep down inside know the answer to that question already. When you're in the position of a loved one, be it a mother, a brother, a spouse, or so on, you know that should that loved one come to you for help because of their cannabis problem or be open about it, we all know that personally we're not going to send them to jail and we're not going to call the cops. So I think we all know morally that legalization is not the answer. I think it's now finding comfort publicly amongst ourselves to take that step forward together.
William, speak to us a little bit about your organization, Below the Lion. What are you about and where can we find more information?
All right, it's easy to find us online. We're belowthelion.co.za or btl.co.za. We're large on Facebook and Twitter, so we're all just a Googling away. But we're first and foremost the Cannabis Culture magazine. We appreciate that South Africa has a magnificent cannabis culture. It's huge. It's internationally renowned. So we're not just about liberating that cannabis culture. We're also about educating people about that local culture, bringing awareness to the people, and bringing objective information.